So say you're working on your game and you're finding it becoming a bit tedious to find where things are and how they work. So what you can do is you can look up this actual script name. So we'll type in player controller, and you'll notice it gives us the actual script. This is base documentation stuff. If you'd like to add to this, for example, if we'd like to add a title that shows up here where it says there's no description, we can type in two hashtags and then a space and then do this is a basic player controller for our game. If you'd like to comment on a variable, we can do the exact same thing, but it has to be butting up against the actual variable. So this is the input control for our character. So if we go back to that thing that we looked up, you'll notice we have this up here now. And then our property description for input now has this. So what we can do then is if we wanted to comment on a function, we can also do that the same way. So we do that and do this is the main physics loop. It lets us move around and handles animation. So we have that. If we scroll down, you'll notice it has been added here. We can do some fun things with this. So if we were to go back to our stuff and we look in the chest script, we have these three enums. So we'll want to add a base comment and type in this is the functionality of our chest. We'll have that. We can go to search. We can type in chest. Should be able to type in chest. Save it and then type in chest. So now we have script chest, and we'll have all this here, functionality. If we want to do something fancy for our enum, because we have multiple values in it, we could do, for example, add a bunch of these as a placeholder for the time being. We can type in this is for the chest type we'd like. We can add a line break by using square brackets in BR, similar to how you would in HTML. We can type in wooden and then a colon, and then this has low tier items. We can copy this, we can paste it multiple times. We can change this to silver, and then we can change this to mid tier, and then we can do gold, and then we can change this to high tier. And then now that we have this, we save it, you can see that these showed up, and it's a little bit hard to read. So we could go about this two ways. The first way is at the very top, we can add a new code block. So you do square brackets and code block. And then we go look at it. We'll notice it's showing up like this. If we want to remove that, we can remove these. And it will format the text based on how it's sitting directly. So now it has it split like this. Or what we could do is we could undo that. We could put a global italics. We do I. Now it will italicize all of this. And then what we can do is we can do B and then slash B. And then we do that for these ones, B slash B, B, /v. So now this will this will make the beginning of this bold and the rest of this italicized. So if we look at it now, this is bold and this is italicized. Though it's still a bit hard to read, so what we could also do is we could do this, type in color, we'll do equals, and then we'll do hashtag. We'll go to our color picker, we'll find a nice brownish color, and then we will put that here. So that will give that one a color. As you can see, it's applying it to all of them, so we need to add the closing tag somewhere. So if we do that / color, now we'll have it only appear on the wooden one. What we can do then is we can do that for all of them. So we'll copy this and we'll put it on both of these. And we'll copy the end tag. And then we'll go back to our color picker. For silver, we're going to go over, we'll make it sort of a bluish tinge. And then we will put that in there. And then we will grab a goldish color. We will put that one in the next folder. Okay, so now we have that. Now we have different effects here. Because I'm using 4.2.1, if you click on the actual object and you hover over it, you'll notice this also shows up in the side windows when you do these. So if we were to go to this onReady, or if we were to export a new variable, do export, let's say var check, and then we'll do bool equals true. So now we'll have a check for true. It'll say no description. So what we'll have to do is double hashtag space, and this is a check. We save, and then we hover over it, and it'll say this is a check.